Hey, Coach Liz here. I have a great tip for you this week I wanted to share. It's something that I am sharing with my clients that seems to be working, and it really is to help you with your emotional and mental awareness. That's really the hardest part about this health journey is really becoming more mindful and aware of our choices. And so last week we talked about stop, challenge, choose, where we stop, think before we make a choice. Now, this week I want to give you a tool that might help you to not feel um, like you're giving up something when you are choosing to stay on your program. So we talked about being blasted. When you're bored, lonely, angry, stressed, tired, excited, or depressed, those are usually emotional triggers where we often will feed those emotions with food, and that's what we're trying to retrain. So I want you to try this. I want you to try a cravings jar. And what you do is you get some paper, cut them into little squares, and have them sitting next to a jar with a pen or paper. If you're going to be away from the house, make sure you have some of these slips of paper with you. Now, anytime that you're really having a craving and you have to make a choice and you choose to stick with your program and keep moving forward, I want you to write that thing that you gave up on that piece of paper. So if you gave up chocolate cake at a birthday party, write it on there. Or if you were really craving ice cream to stop at the ice cream shop on your way home, but you didn't, write it on there and put it in the jar. And that just gives your brain some satisfaction of getting some kind of reward, filling up that jar with those papers. And maybe you have a reward when you have 50 slips in the jar, you go and get your nails painted or buy a new shirt or something. So you have that immediate reward, but you also have that goal. So as you see that jar fill up, that's more exciting to see how many things that you've passed up to stick with your greater good, to stick with your bigger goal. And what's kind of fun is you can go back through and look at those successes, maybe each month or once you hit your goal, go through and read all of those things that you passed up for your goal. And maybe you'll choose a couple. Maybe, when you write it on that paper and stick it in the jar, then you can tell yourself, I'm not going to forget that. I might have chocolate cake in a little while. Once I reach my goal, I'm going to come back and I'll remember. And if I still want that chocolate cake, I'll have it. So you can go through that jar and maybe pick a few things that you gave up in that moment to get to where you are. And of course, we're not going to go and eat everything in the jar that we passed up, but pick up maybe a few of your favorites. And so you'll know, I'm not going to forget that. It's still there. I can have that later, and I'm going to write it right there in the jar. And then if I want it, once I hit my goal, then yes, I'm going to go have that, and we're going to learn how to eat everything that you want in moderation, eating it smarter to keep your blood sugar balanced. So we will go over that once you get to your goal to help you learn how to just have an emotional and a good relationship with food, not having emotional triggers. That's what we're retraining right now. And the more you practice, the easier it gets. The less slips of paper you're going to have because it's going to be easier. So give that a try, the cravings jar, and let me know how it goes. We'll talk to you later.